Can I call the principal of the school, president of the OBA, members of the staff of this Sainik school, Bhubaneswar, my dear cadets, ladies and gentlemen. One of the problems of being the chief of air staff is that you have the last word. Now sometimes it's a big advantage because chiefs must have the last word, but sometimes it's an awful disadvantage because when you have had a galaxy of speakers ahead of you who have recounted everything that had to be recounted, then you are in serious trouble. As you can perhaps see, at least some of those who are sitting close to where I was sitting, there is a blue folder lying on the table, and in that blue folder is my speech which I was supposed to deliver here. When you are the chief of air staff, you have a big number of staff officers, and whenever you are headed in some direction, they always produce one speech for you. But they do not realize that there are other speakers there who have said whatever they have written. So you might have noticed I have left that folder behind. I also believe that when I was coming to Sainik School, Bhubaneswar, and when Marshal Burma spoke to me about my visit here, I do agree that the only truth he has spoken in life is that I readily agreed to come here. I said I must interact with the students. Because to the students, to the staff, and really the OBAs will agree with me, I have now known the exact nature of this school. You know, I have been a great admirer of this school because of the colleagues that I have in the armed forces, some of the most illustrious citizens of this country, some of the people I'm extremely proud to be associated with, some of the greatest exponents who have contributed immensely to national security, and I'm very, very proud of their association. But one thing I was unable, I didn't know. I mean, I was always happy to be associated with them. But now I know the kind of training that they have received. Air Marshal Burma learned the art of producing coupons. Had I known this earlier, I would have involved my AOA in counterfeiting. No, for those who believe he has told you the truth, I want a correction. I have been wondering why the Air Force funds have been increasing at the rate that they have been increasing. Now I know it is courtesy Sainik School, Bhubaneswar. My grateful thanks to you. It is apparent that Air Marshal Burma was not an exception to this kind of training. General Mohanty, I've just also learned this art because in the fourth term in NDA, he decided to forge his father's signature to join the Air Force. So this must be obviously a part of the curriculum here. To all the OBAs, if you have been so successful in life, now I know the secret of your success. I distinctly am at a disadvantage because the school that I went to did not have a calligraphy class. Okay, let me on a serious note say that I now stand so proud and so happy in front of all of you. I say this because I had no idea when I said yes, let us go to Bhubaneswar, what I was in for. I have had the proud privilege of having been to many schools for many functions like this. I don't know of a single school that has done as much for the martyrs as this school has done, and I bow to you. Thank you very much. If this was the brainchild of Colonel Patnaik, then I say Colonel Patnaik deserves an applause. Well done, sir. Great thought process. Perhaps I might share with you that Colonel Patnaik has been, in fact, taking up a case of raising a memorial. Am I correct, Colonel Patnaik, in Tehran? That for those who laid down their lives He has actually moved. I know, as I'm the chairman, Chiefs of Staffs Committee, that case has come up that we should build a memorial in Iran for those of the Indian soldiers who laid down their lives. So he's obviously made it a mission, and thank you very much. But more importantly, thanks the Old Boys Association for having taken on this honorous task. It is not easy, but when you walk in and you see this memorial, one cannot help but feel proud. Thank you again. But why do we build memorials? General Mohanty said that societies that do not honor those who sacrifice their lives for the cause of the society or the nation never can prosper. It is a historical fact. Those who forget their martyrs are forgotten themselves. And therefore it is necessary to remember these. But what happens is, if we just meet on an occasion like this and have our chai samosa party and give our respective speeches and go away, then we have failed the nation. What is important, and now I address you, my dear cadets, what is important is to learn the kind of work people have done, learn the kind of sacrifices they have made, learn and follow their example. What should you do in the call of duty? Nothing should matter. When duty calls, you go. And if you are to follow this example, then may I suggest that there is a very bright future for this country. I want to talk to the cadets and tell them that these are very exciting times to have been born in this country. They always were, but these are even more exciting times. India is growing economically at a very rapid rate, a rate that is the envy of many countries. But such growth is not possible without peace and stability. And no peace and stability is possible without the armed forces. Because in history, no civilization, no country has ever progressed without peace and stability, and therefore the importance of the armed forces. I know Sainik schools are supposed to be the breeding grounds. They are supposed to be the people who produce not only forgerers and counterfeiters, but they actually produce future soldiers. May I say, I invite you, as General Mohanty has done, invite you to join the armed forces. I am not saying don't join us for Desh Seva. Don't join us to serve the country. That everybody is doing. You mean to say those who do not wear the uniform don't serve the country? They serve as much. The teachers have served as much. Look at the, sir, Mr. Patra, I also want to come and shake your hands. Look at the kind of product you have given me. Tremendous. I am so proud of having been associated with the students that you have passed out. Look at the value system you have given them. They are great, sir, and I salute you, sir. Because I will tell you one thing. Academically, you can make a person strong. Many schools can. But finally, you have produced great citizens of this country. And I do believe, I see the future, the great citizens of this great country. Cadets, don't be in a hurry to grow up. These are the best days of your life. You know, when you are young, everybody wants to grow up quickly. So if you are in shorts, you want to wear trousers. Don't be in a hurry. Take your time. These days will never come back. And to the parents and to the teachers, let me say, if they want to grow up, allow them to grow up. Don't stop them, because it is very important that all we do is focus on giving value systems. By calling me here, on such an occasion, you have indeed given me a great privilege, for which I am forever, eternally thankful to you all. To the young cadets, we look forward to the day when you will come and join us. And if your parents put you in the army, remember, in the fourth term you can still change it to the Air Force. To all of you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you and Jai Hind.